What's up everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Arc Outdoors. I'm here with the Ruger AR-556. This is my personal rifle. This is my first AR-15 to purchase. And I actually made a video over this in the past. I had 2 videos over it. And the review I did was my most popular video. So I figured why not do another video over this. And it's obviously searched a lot on the internet. Yeah, in my review I covered all of the features on this gun, and I will remark on a few of those today. I won't do every little detail, but I just kind of want to show the upgrades and talk about my experience with this rifle. So this AR-556 is not exactly how it comes from the factory. I added this Sightmark Ultra Shot Plus reflex sight. This is the quick detach, so it comes right off. I'll take that off and show you the rifle without it here in a minute. Added this Magpul buttstock and the Magpul rubberized hand grip. And this was a must. It needed to be changed. The one that comes on there is pretty much like all the other standard buttstocks that come on all of your other basic AR-15s. And this was something that didn't need to be changed, but the rubberized Magpul grip is just way nicer, and it comes with the little insert in here where you can store stuff. You can store batteries, bullets, whatever you would need to, which is really nice. And mainly I got that for the rubberized grip, and that feels really nice. And then this reflex sight is I'm very impressed with it. It runs about $100, and I actually got it on sale at Academy for $70. And it does great. I've taken it off many times and put it back on, and it held 0. Shoots great. You can change the reticle, change the brightness, and it's a good aluminum housing. There's only one part on it that's plastic, and it has good rubberized buttons over here, and apparently it's shockproof, and I can't remember if it's waterproof. I'll have to look that up again, but I have a video over this site too, and so feel free to go check that out. So now I'm going to remark on some of the things that I picked up on from my personal experience. The first thing would be the Delta ring here. A lot of people have trouble getting this off, and the whole thing with the Ruger is it's supposed to be easier. You're supposed to be able to just twist it and it come right off. And now's a good time. I'll go ahead and take this side off and show you what I'm talking about. So here on the other side, as you can see, there's the quick detach little lever. You just pop it out like that, and then the sight comes right off. Now the Ruger AR does come with the flip-up sight and the front post sight, so that is a great thing to have and to come on a rifle straight out of the box. So you just push the button and it flips up, and then you can fold it right back down. And I love that. That's just like many other rear flip up sights, but this one is Ruger specific, so has the Ruger logo on it. Now the Delta ring. Now this is meant to be twisted off, and then the handguards come right off. So whenever you first get this rifle, it's really hard to twist it off, and the ring twists the opposite way that you would expect it to. So to get it off, you got to twist it this way, which whenever you're looking at it from the top is right. So you're basically, that'd be tightening a normal thread, but on here it's loosening it. So you just twist it this way, and the handguards come right off. That easy. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be that easy. But whenever you get it, it's really hard to get this Delta ring undone. It grabs, like it's plastic on plastic, so it grabs up really good. And too good, really. But you just twist it back. You don't want to twist it back too tight, just tight enough to where there's no wobble or wiggle here in the handguard. And but what I did to fix that was I just put a bunch of grease in there. So now whenever it meets up, it has some lubrication, and it doesn't bind up as much. But after, like, the grease is kind of worn off, but after doing this many times and shooting the rifle, the delta ring is loosened up, so it's easier. It's not as like it's broken in basically. So that's not a problem anymore. You just gotta give that time. Now the front post sight is aluminum. It's not cast iron. No big deal. And another thing with Ruger is a lot of times their threaded flash hiders are hard to get off. But on the Ruger AR-556, it just took a wrench and some little pads on here to protect the metal, the finish, and it came right off without a problem. So that's really good. I'm happy with that. Now this gun does have the forward assist, the dust cover, and the deflector here, which are all great features that I want on my AR-15. I've shot about 300 rounds through this rifle, and flawless. It's shot everything I fed it. I've fed it the good Federal premium ammunition. I've fed it the Tula ammunition, you know, the steel case. That's like the cheapest stuff you can buy in stores. And the worst ammunition that I've found is Monarch. And that's on all calibers that I've used it on. The Monarch ammunition I fired through here flawlessly. It did fine. And it was the it's that Russian-made cheap stuff in the steel case. And this cycled it just fine. It didn't have any issues. But I was real happy with that because Monarch hasn't performed in other firearms that I've fired that ammunition in. Oh yeah, so this gun comes in at 6.5 pounds, so not too heavy, not too light. It feels really good, and it's well balanced, especially with a loaded magazine. And it's the 16-inch barrel. And this gun retails on Ruger.com for $7.99, which is on the high end. I got this for $6.39 at a gun shop. Usually Academy has it for about $6.99, and that's whenever I last checked, and it's been probably a month or so. So you just go look for yourself, and it could have went up, could have went down, I don't know, but expected to be around the $650, $700 range. But yeah, I've been very happy with this rifle, especially with this reflex sight on here. This has been great. I mean, I didn't want to put anything too expensive because the rifle is not super expensive, but I also didn't want to go too cheap. I know you can get some like, you know, like $25, $30 red dot sights, but this is supposed to be shockproof up to a 50 caliber, and this doesn't have much kick at all, so it does great. And I just love the good quality feel to the buttons over here, and changing the reticles and the brightness and the color is a great feature. Now the trigger on here, it's nothing to complain about. It's a single stage trigger. I've done magazine dumps and you know, plenty of rapid fire with it, and it feels great. It doesn't feel too tough or anything. I think it's about 6-7 pounds, something like that. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, it feels great. It could be changed to something better, but for what it is and what it comes, how it comes, I'm happy with it. I don't need to change it anytime soon. And I do plan on getting the Ruger specific handguard here. It's the quad rail. They have a metal quad rail, or it's aluminum, and it's meant specifically for this delta ring. Keep in mind that not all handguards will work with this rifle because the delta ring twists, and on most standard AR-15s, the delta ring pulls back. So this might give you some issues with other handguards. So make sure to do your research. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a closer look at the rifle and remark on these attachments and exactly what you need for this rifle. And something I forgot to mention was this is a 1 1/8 twist barrel, which is really good because it can handle the higher grain bullets. And so yeah, that is a great feature to come on this rifle, and that was one of the selling points for me compared to other rifles that I was looking at. But anyways, now on the buttstock, you want to make sure and get the commercial. You don't want to get the military spec because they're different sizes. The commercial is what this tube is on this AR, so you want to make sure and get the commercial buttstock. That's very important. Obviously, if you get it from the store, you can return it, but just to save you the hassle, make sure and get the commercial buttstock, and it'll work just fine. And it might feel like a tight fit at first, and I was actually worried that I needed the mil spec whenever I first bought this, but after putting it on and breaking it in, it's supposed to have a little bit of a snug fit. Now the rubberized hand grip here, most hand grips that say it's for an AR-15 will fit this, but to get the rubberized one, it is the MOE Plus. Make sure and get the Plus, and that should be the rubberized one. But just to make sure, go ahead and take it out of the box to check it. Yeah, that's the one I like, and that's the one I wanted to put on here. Very happy with it. I wouldn't have wanted the other smooth plastic because this just gives you such a better grip. Here's a closer look. There's your forward assist, your deflector, and your dust cover. Obviously there's your delta ring that just twists right off. Hand guards are nothing special. It's just your standard old plastic hand guards that you find on most of your standard AR-15s. Here's the other side. Got the Ruger logo. It is made in North Carolina. AR-556 right there. There's your safety. Oh yeah, something else that I like, which it's not specific to this AR, but with this Sightmark Ultra Shot Plus, you can still use your rear flip-up sight through the sight. So if your battery dies, you can still use that through the lens on the sight. And then you can just flip it back down when you're using this, which is always good to have a backup. But yeah, I've been very happy with this rifle. It has performed flawlessly. There's the bolt carrier for you. Make sure and keep that really nice and greased up because it comes dry out of the box. I've noticed, at least on my rifle it did. But anyways, if you're looking for your first AR or just a new AR and you're already into the game, this is a great one to have in your collection, great one to consider. For the price and the features it comes with, it's hard to beat, and the quality and the name is also hard to beat. So yeah, if you're looking for a really good first AR, or you're just in the market again, I would highly recommend the Ruger AR-556. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Ruger AR-556. If you did, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching. I'll be looking out for more videos over this rifle, other rifles, other guns in the future. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time.